Hey everybody, my name is Naomi Stonia and I'm a marriage coach, but it may surprise you to find out that I'll work with you on an individual basis, teaching you the skills that your parents didn't model for you that make marriage a hell of a lot easier and happier. And today I am celebrating my client who's got these game-changing skills and is experiencing the relief of this work, because the reason that your marriage feels hard and complicated is because no one teaches us this stuff. No one teaches us the simple understanding of your crazy human brain, and the generational bad habits that flow down the generations forever. This stuff is making our marriages really complicated. So just the simple emotional awareness work. Other people can't create your emotions. So whatever you're feeling, when you understand how you're creating it, it makes your marriage a hell of a lot simpler, because you stop thinking your partner's making you feel like this, and you get to work on the one thing you can control, which is yourself. And when you have emotional awareness, that's how you regulate your emotions. It's how you stay calm. It's also how you can understand your partner's experience. And that's what happened for my client. My client's partner was angry. They were really getting really frustrated with my client all the time, and he couldn't understand why. I taught him these simple emotional awareness skills, and he was able to see through the emotion and understand what was being communicated to him. And it meant that he was able to have a lot more productive conversations with his partner, when he wasn't just, because when we're, the way you communicate determines whether your message gets through. Okay. So if you're the one repeating a message over and over again, and maybe you're pretty pissed off and you're getting angry, or no matter whether you cry or you shout, you say it, no matter what you say, if your partner just isn't listening, you have to check in with the emotions you're communicating in, because that will determine if your message landed. So that's what I would say to this person's partner if they got on the call with me, but their partner wasn't on the call with me. He was on the call with me and he said, hey, my partner keeps losing her temper. I don't know what to do. And I taught him to see through the emotion, see past the emotion. What was the message that was being received? What was the message that was being communicated? So he started actually listening and started having some real conversations that created some simple solutions. The other thing that we did was understand your generational bad habits. Okay, so you could see your partner's generational bad habits. They had a temper and they were screaming and shouting at you. So there's their bad habits. What are your bad habits? And for my client, it was, why am I working so much? Where did I learn this? What's going on here? And do I want to pass this on to the next generation, or do I want to do something a bit different? So my partner is now fixing my client is now focusing on the right things, and he feels a lot of relief, and he's now got the tools to deal with it. So he's got the tools now to sidestep and de-escalate the arguments and have a productive conversation. It might still be very uncomfortable, but if you are able to have a productive conversation, you can have an argument that actually gets you somewhere. Instead of going round and round and round, you go into the argument in one place. It's really difficult, but you end up on the other side in a different place, having found a solution. Okay, so that is what I can teach you to do. I have a step-by-step process to help you regulate your emotions, not be affected by your partner's emotions, and keep communicating and listening effectively. And then the other thing is to learn your bad habits. Under pressure, generational bad habits show up. So for my client, it was working all the time, and he's now doing very simple things. It doesn't take much. He's not having to completely radically change his working hours, but he's doing simple things just to show his partner, yeah, you're right, this is something I want to address. And one of the key things he's learned to do with his partner, instead of saying yes to make her happy, yes, I'll do that because otherwise I'll get shouted at for working too much, he's starting to have honest conversations and say, no, I'm not going to do that, because if I don't do it, then you'll feel upset. Okay, so I'm not going to do that because I can't do it, and be honest. And that's what his partner wanted, just for him to be honest. Okay, so that takes courage. It takes courage to say, no, I'm not going to do that, because you're worried your partner's going to get angry. But when you're doing it for the right reason, you're explaining, hey, listen, if I do that, then I'll have to do even more work. Then I'll be stressed out. I'll be too tired to play with the kids. You'll be upset with me. Yeah. So it's just this courage to have honest conversations. So if you want some help learning how to do this, I have a step-by-step process. These are skills you can learn like any skill. They are game-changing. If you want to leave a new legacy for the next generation, I can help you. It only takes one person to change a marriage. Let me show you how. Send me a message right now. All the details are in this post, are in the comments. Please check it out and reach out to me. Thank you.